Hi, I'm Erin. I'm a realtor with Long Realty. And today, and I'm here today with
Ian Brannon, Nova Home Loans.
With another
bodacious episode of The Lowdown.
So we are so excited today.
Yes.
We are stoked. So last year, before the pandemic, and of course all these Facebook memories pop up, we were actually with Youth on Their Own, and we were actually on site. We got a great tour of the whole facility. We got to meet a great student ambassador who we're still in touch with. We're super excited about that. So even though we're in a pandemic, we decided that we were going to reach out to Katrina Calderon again.
Calderon.
Yeah, Calderon.
Yes. Like I said, just so wonderful that she reached out, got back to us, and she was able to set up another brand ambassador or a student ambassador for us to talk to today. So we just wanted to start out by saying hi to you both. And this is Gabriella as well.
Hi.
Hello. Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
And Katrina, I know we posted, we did a tour of Youth on their Own last year, and we had to talk about it on our show a little bit, but now that you're on our show and you get to talk about it. So, for people watching that don't know what YOTO or Youth on Their Own is, can you give us a little background as to what your organization does?
Yes, of course. So Youth on Their Own is a nonprofit that helps youth experiencing homelessness graduate from high school. And so the way that we're able to do that is first by providing them with financial assistance, which is typically up to $160. We also provide them with their basic human needs. So that's food, hygiene items, school supplies, clothing, really anything that a student may need. We are really there to provide that from them. And that also comes from our donors in the community. And then the last and important one is one-on-one guidance. So we, in our organization, we have 7 to 8 program coordinators that work directly with the students that we serve. And then we partner with a little over 100 schools, which also have YOTO liaisons, which are volunteer liaisons for our organization to help identify students to the program, so that we can go in and help them with all of their basic needs that they need to graduate from high school.
What an awesome organization you guys have.
Thank you so much. It really means a lot to us.
I was so blown away, like with the whole experience of it last time. And you guys were having some kind of an open house as well. And there was just so much energy in the building. And just to find out what you can do for these students was I left that day and I felt so happy. I was like, oh my gosh, what can I do? And yeah.
It was definitely a lot of fun. I mean, again, that's the beautiful part about YOTO, is that it really is this giant family. And when we have our community members come down, it just really means to be able to get that opportunity to grow. These students get to continue to see all of these people who care about them. And really that does inspire them.
Perfect. So Gabriella, I would love to talk to you a little bit. Welcome. I'm so happy you're here.
Thank you for inviting me to this.
Yes, of course. We would love to just know a little bit about your journey. I mean, luckily last time we were able to find out about somebody else's journey, and that really was motivational. And I'm sure there's a lot of people out there that would love to hear your story, if you don't mind.
Well, I will start with when I was little, I lost my mother, and I had to go to very, very hard times with not being able to pay for things like in school and stuff like that. I didn't have like resources to maintain like a stable life. Mm-hmm. And I had to ask like a lot of my classmates for help for things like transportations, pencils and papers to do my homework, and just things like that, little things that would build up at once to ask someone else for help. Mm-hmm. And when I found out by this friend that was in YOTO, I was like, oh, that sounds perfect for me. It's going to help me do a lot of things that I want to do, because I had a passion for dance, I had a passion for nursing, and I really wanted to do all those things, but I couldn't pay for them. And when I reached out to YOTO and I explained to them what it meant for me to be in those kinds of things, YOTO was like, we have you here, come along with us. And they helped me pay for my costumes, they helped me pay for my cap and gown, they help for everything that it can motivate someone to keep going on their achievements, their goals. And if they want to grow in something, they'll be there for you to grow.
Mm-hmm.
And if it's communication, they'll help you grow on communication, on your strengths, and leave the weaknesses a little outside, because there are things that are gonna probably not help.
Mm-hmm.
But they will always see your strengths to motivate you and do better on what you want to do. And I really appreciate them for that, because I was able to reach my goals. I was able to reach, while graduating too, getting my cap and gown, getting activities. And now that I'm in a longer process of nursing and stuff like that, they help me a lot to maintain like food hygiene with food, because sometimes you never know, like, if you're gonna run out of food sometimes, and then it's something that like you can live without. And then when they tell you, hey, we got you, you can order some of these stuff, well, then I take the opportunity, because I lived through that when we didn't have food, and I had to deal with that. And I was thinking about what am I gonna eat tomorrow. And when YOTO came for that, I was so excited to know that I had something for the next couple of days. And then I was at my really tough times, because I didn't know who to talk to and express my feelings to. And when it came to talking to YOTO about my journey, my life, or like my situation, it really like motivated me, because they really do tell you, you got this, you're better than this. You, like, they say really good and like inspiring things that help someone grow.
Mm-hmm. It's
Katrina, you picked the perfect person for this show. Oh my God, Gabriella, I can't tell you how touching what you just said was, how inspiring you are, and man, just listening to you speak right now, I want to go climb a freaking mountain. I want to I want to do some great things in my life, because listening to you right now, I mean, how old are you? 19, 20?
I'm gonna be 19.
You're an inspiration to, I think, everyone watching the show right now. So wow, that's all I can say.
Thank
Just
you.
Wow.
Thank you.
Wow. So how did you find the program, if you don't mind me asking? In school? Was it something in school, or?
I had a friend that was in YOTO, but I never knew she was until she heard my situation, that I was feeling down and stuff like that. And I was always like needing something. And I think she got tired of me asking for so much things. And then she referred me to YOTO, and she was like, hey, you know what? There's this program that helps with this, and this. And I was like, oh, that sounds very interesting. That's a one life thing that's never going to happen again. Like, I'm never going to probably not hear it again. So then I told her, can you give me the paperwork, the information? And then she gave me the link. And then that's when I started looking for everywhere for Youth on Their Own.
Wow. So amazing. I just love what you guys do. And you must love your job. That's all I have to say, Katrina.
Oh yeah, this is, oh my gosh, it's these students, really, they're so strong. Like, I hear about all of the struggles. And you just heard it with Gabriella. She is a warrior for sure. I mean, just all of the things that she's had to go through. But really, these students, they want to be able to graduate from high school. That's what's so motivating, is that the students in our program, they want a better life for themselves. And so they reach out to us, they get into the program, and they work to be able to get that $160 a month for going to school and getting good grades. They come to the mini mall to pick up all the food that the community donates. All of the food in our mini mall at our organization, that comes from all of you out there who donate to us. These students come and pick all of that food and hygiene items up. So it's so important. Like, we really are the YOTO family here, and it's just motivating to come to work and just know, like, we really are making a difference in this.
So how are things looking right now there? Because I know when we were there, obviously there was no COVID. You guys, of course, you had the store. There were so many different things that they could do in that building. And like you were talking about earlier, you haven't really seen each other. Things are virtual. So what does that look like now for kids to be able to go in and actually use the store?
Yeah, of course. So with Youth on Their Own, we actually had right away when COVID started, we sent everybody home. So just to keep all of our donors, volunteers, and especially students safe, because a lot of the students come into the building to pick up their minimal items. So really what that just looks like is that we do have our program staff at the building on a specific day where the students do get to still come and shop while social distancing. So it takes a little bit longer, but our team works really, really hard to help them get all of the food and hygiene items packed up, put in a bag, and given to them. So no students are entering within the building, but they just kind of do like a DoorDash type of system where they order on our online, and then
Wow. Okay.
our
Interesting.
team packs it up for them, and then we give it to them when they just come by. It's like a drive-through system, and then they.
Oh, I love that.
Mhm.
You know what? It's amazing how we all just make do in a pandemic. It's like you got, it still has to happen, you know?
Our YOTO team, man, works really hard to get this stuff because it had to happen quickly because these students still needed all of their basic needs. So we just needed to make sure that we met them where they needed us the most.
And of course, what this store is obviously donated items. And like you said, it's a lot of personal hygiene. There's food, clothing, correct? And they all get a certain amount. Was it a certain amount of credit or something that they could buy things? I'm trying to remember how that works.
No, so the way that it works is typically students get up to 10 pounds of food. It just depends on how much or how little we have. It could be 10 or more, especially right now they're getting more with COVID. And the hygiene items, it's like large items. So full-size shampoo, full-size lotions, face cream, all of that stuff, feminine hygiene products, all of the things that they would need that cost a lot of money. It's all donated and it's provided to them. And then of course, school supplies. So all those schools are going online right now. They still need pens and paper and notebooks and all of that material. So all of that is provided, and it's free because the community donors donate that to the students. So with the students we serve, that all just gets divided between them. Whoever comes gets the materials that they need.
And how often can they go there? I'm trying
Once a week. They can go there once a week. Mm-hmm.
Gabriella, I have a question for you.
Yes.
Being in the age group that you are, one of my concerns as a parent with COVID, I have younger children, but with COVID happening right now, how are you coping with having to distance from your friends and not having that social aspect? You probably will experience a remote graduation. Am I correct?
Yes.
So what's going through your mind? How are you coping with this?
That's a very, very, very good question. It's been really hard for me to cope with all of this. Like I said before, like it's really hard to stay in one certain place and not be able to communicate with other people or having like that social life, because I live with just my sister and my grandma, and really our like connection is it's like beautiful and everything, but like they're all in their own thing. Like they're all in their own situations, their own things, like getting things done on their own. So we don't really have that much like connection of like sister like dates or like go together places or hang out. And neither with grandma, like we try to keep grandma safe and like inside doors, and then just everyone do their own things. And so it's been really hard to actually like have a social life. And that's what I was telling Katrina earlier, like not me being able to go like physically to YOTO and talk to my other ambassadors, my other like classmates, or my other like people. Like it's been really hard. It's been really hard not seeing them, not talking to them. And like it's just really, really, really hard.
Are you able to do like Zoom stuff with people? I mean, how's that look for you guys, there? Because I know before you guys have, I'm trying to remember kind of like program advisors, I want to say, people that help with everything. Is that still happening?
Oh yeah, so we still do have our program coordinators that are working with the students. I'm really just trying to stay connected with them. And so what Gabriella is, she is actually a student ambassador. So she is at a different level of just our students that we serve. She has taken it one step further, and she really does want to share her story to empower others in the community. She always empowers us, of course. She's wonderful. But definitely, like what we used to have at the building is when we would have these events, or when we would have these meetings, the students could all meet together at the building and actually have these kind of like sessions to help grow their knowledge or experience being a YOTO ambassador. So really just getting that opportunity to speak in public, getting that opportunity to tell their story as an empowerment story, right? It's really about empowering them for their future. So a lot of the students that we serve, they still are in connection with our program coordinators. And with the staff that we have, we only have 29 staff members. So the ones that work with students, about 7-8 of them, and that's a pretty small number, but still we've grown over the years to be able to serve more students. So it's definitely a big workload, but I mean, we really do try our best, and I really can't speak for them. The program team is they're superheroes for these students. They really do go above and beyond, and really the way that we stay connected is like we have cell phones. We have work cell phones. We, as in them, they have cell phones, and they can go ahead and call or text the program coordinators. They can email them. They can have Zoom meetings. So whatever really works for the students, we really just meet them where they need our support.
So what are your future goals, Gabriella? What do you want to grow up?
As of right now, I'm in nursing school and I'm working at Catalina Post-Acute Care.
Wow.
I've been working there for about 5 months now, and I love it. I love helping other people. I think that's one of my strengths, helping other people. And that brought me to, like, nursing brought me that, like, into that because of my mother. I wanted to know how to help her when I was little, and I never found out how to help her. So that was my motivation to go into nursing. So that I'm in nursing right now. I'm in nursing school, working as a nurse, and trying to get my associates and grow more with nursing.
Wow, that's a great career. That is a great career. Way to go.
Thank you.
Exciting. Is that something you kind of wanted to do in your life, or did it kind of come to you once you started this program, or because it obviously became possible, you know?
I think it was both. When I was little, and like when I found out of YOTO, I told them like what was my goal to be, and I told them I wanted to be a nurse, and then everything just connected and everything just happened. Like I think that everything that I wanted connected with everyone helping me, and then I got to there.
Gabriella, I have one final question for you, and
yes,
you found out about YOTO through a friend of yours at school. Now you're an ambassador. I'm sure being part of your duties as an ambassador is to spread the word and try and get more kids that need help into the program and make that awareness. And before we went live, you also mentioned that the rest of us are, we're a little bit old because we're going to post this to Facebook. And then Facebook's for old people, but we're still going to do it. But what's the best way? What's the best way for this video to reach kids that are in need, that you can help, that we can help, that Katrina can help?
I think the biggest social media that can spread to everyone is basically more like Instagram and stuff like that. Because a lot of people go, like, once they wake up, they go into social media. That's like the first thing to do. Yeah, if I'm not wrong. Like I even do that myself. Like I wake up and then I do like my morning routines and then check my phone to see like what they put on Snapchat, Instagram, Facebook. And so like those are the to-go like social media. So I'm pretty sure like the hugest thing to do is put it on like Instagram, Facebook, Snapchat. Okay. I think those are like the bigger things, like the bigger social media that are trending nowadays.
Yeah. So I don't have a Snapchat, but Erin has Instagram that she's
all of this, so
you're gonna post this on Instagram, right?
it definitely will be on my Instagram page. So
Excellent.
we have a separate lowdown page, and we have my business page and Ian's business page and my personal page that has over 4,000 followers. So we hopefully can get this out there, and then of course it'll get sent. We can send you a link. You can send it to whoever you want. Of course, Katrina, and hopefully we can get the word out. I mean, it's a small thing maybe, but you never know what can come out of it. So.
No, yeah.
Oh yeah, we're really thankful for that. I mean, honestly, anything that we can do to help these students again, the program really, the marketing that we do is just really important to not identify students, but really just to put it out there. And if students see our logo, like Gabriella said, and they hear what we do and they need any of those things, the YOTO family is really here for that. So again, Erin and Ian, thank you so much for being a part of the YOTO family, and everybody else here watching on this show. It really does mean a lot to students like Gabriella out there who really do need the support. And anybody who is interested in donating, it is anything that the Arizona Tax Charitable opportunity is coming up. So that's another great thing, another great way to support YOTO.
That's Ian's favorite topic.
That is. I talk about it all the time.
Hey, well, it's a good thing you can connect YOTO with it.
Yeah.
And
We love it.
I said it before, I'm gonna say it again. Guys, if you spend $500, anyone watching, if you're paying $500 in state taxes, you are wasting your money. You're letting the state decide where your money goes to. Wouldn't you rather just write a $500 check to YOTO and not and direct where your money goes? You know exactly where those monies are being used, and it's a fantastic way to leverage your own money.
Mm-hmm. That was powerful. Thanks, Ian.
There you go, Ian. Preach.
Thank you very much.
Of course. Hey, so Gabriella, I hope it's okay, but I'm going to have to friend you on Facebook and find you on Instagram, because I'd love to follow kind of your story and stuff. That would be really cool. And Ian's he's not good, but I am. So we'll stay in touch for sure.
I barely know how to do them, so.
I'm like always guiding him through everything. Well, this is awesome. I'm so excited that you were here today, and hopefully we can make this a yearly thing. What do you think? Even twice a year. I mean, we just love the idea of getting this out. And I did mention that Ian and I, we actually are partners on a community website for the Catalina foothills, and we'll edit this video. It'll also go on there, and that's a whole different audience. So hopefully it'll look, and of course you'll get the links and all, so you'll be able to see all this. So.
I appreciate it. Thank you so much. Really.
No, I appreciate it too.
Okay. Anything else?
Yeah, guys.
Anything else? We're good?
No, I think we're good. That was amazing. That was awesome. Inspiring. I'm ready to conquer my day.
I might have to track him. We'll see.
That's right.
Well, thank you
Until next week, people. We love everyone. And
thank you.
Yeah.
We love you guys.
Bye.
We miss you, Katrina.
Miss you too. I hope to see you soon.